morning, you guys. The baby is sleeping, so I thought I'd pop on here real quick and talk about something that I have been processing myself on my journey. Those of you that are new, a little bit about me is I'm a type 1 diabetic and have been since age 3. So I struggled with my weight due to the amount of insulin I have to manually inject, and that has just created a myriad of different weight issues where I struggle to lose weight, and I very much struggle to release it when it creeps back up. Just had my first baby back in February, so he's almost 9 months old. Those of you that have seen him, I'm a little obsessed because he's so cute. But as a breastfeeding mom, I exclusively breastfeed, and we just started probably about 2 months ago. Good morning, everyone. Just started him on solids, and so he's doing really good, gaining weight. But some women that breastfeed lose weight really, really easily. Others, like myself, gain. Did not see that one coming because so many people talk about losing weight while breastfeeding. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I have had to do a lot of soul searching in the process of gaining 10 to 12 pounds. I kind of fluctuate. I try not to get on my scale actually, and pay more attention to how my clothes are fitting. But when the weight won't wiggle, maybe we're struggling with something deeper. And my husband and I have been looking at our morning routine and our morning schedule, looking at the food we are consuming. He's able to do quite a bit of intermittent fasting, and we're just kind of like processing where we're at in the fall time. A lot of times we crave comfort foods. When it gets colder, we crave sweets, we crave all of the holiday goodies. And something we have been looking at is how we are structuring our routine in our day and how that's actually affecting and impacting our heart, our motives, our intentions. And so something really simple that we have started to implement, that if you're a new mom, sleep is something you desperately need, right? But I am finding the value in sacrificing some of my morning sleep to getting up early so that I can first spend some time in some devotional time, like in the Bible, whether that's reading a book, reading a devotion, reading different scriptures. That really helps to like ground and connect my heart to God. And so we've been doing that for a couple weeks. It's been really, really helpful. And I've noticed my mentality and my mood towards myself and towards the food I consume is different. But something we just started this week that's significantly impacting me different than I was ready for, and I just kind of wanted to verbally process it with y'all, is so we're getting up and we're spending we're getting up at 5:15. That is so early for a mom. I feel like that's early for anyone. But we're getting up, we're spending some time with the Lord, and then we're taking 30 to 45 minutes and using our Total Gym, which if you really need something fun to do in your home, the Total Gym is amazing. It's just, that's like a tiny little plug. We really like it. But I always felt like I had to wake up and immediately exercise and then start my day. And what I was finding is that self-care I needed for me in the scriptures, for me to connect with the Lord. And everyone's on a different journey, and I respect that. And, but for me, I always felt like I had to work out first and then I could get my day started. But I was finding that connection I needed was falling along the back burner, because then the baby would wake up and the dishes would need to be done and he would need to be fed, and I would just get busy and I wouldn't connect. And so what we've started to do is wake up. We have the coffee pot on a little TV tray in our bathroom. The bathroom is like astronomically huge in comparison to how tiny our house is. But anyways, we just found this little spot that it tucks in really well. And so I prep the coffee the night before, and it goes off at 5 o'clock. So by 5:15 when we wake up, the coffee is ready. We get our coffee, we get our Bible, and we sit and we connect, and we just slow down for a minute. And then we're like, well, let's tack on 20, 30 minutes of working out on the Total Gym. You could do any kind of non-weighted body movements. So say you do push-ups, or you do mountain climbers, or you do jumping jacks. So many things you can find on YouTube right now. There's a really fantastic gal I follow. She's called The Balanced Life. Her name is Robin Long. Go look her up. She's phenomenal with 10 to 15 minute workouts that you can do from home. So anyway, so we started doing that this week. So I guess today is like day 3. But first, some like quality self-care time in the morning, grounding us, getting us ready for our day, and then working out. And something that I am realizing is when I start to implement a workout routine, oftentimes my motivation is so that I can look skinny. And that was really heartbreaking to me this morning when I was processing that with my husband. Like, I want to work out so I can look good, or I want to work out so I can feel comfortable in my clothes, or I want to work out so that I can wear the clothes that I want to, that make me feel beautiful or pretty. And what I realized this morning is that I have to change my mentality, and I have to go a little bit deeper into a place in my own heart where my motivation isn't outward, but my motivation is inward. And what I mean by that is that if I'm motivated by what I look like or how I appear to other people, I'm going to burn out and I'm not going to stick to it. But if my motivation, and I feel like, I can just feel how like real this is for me right now. Like, I just feel like my body even like shaking. If my motivation is to be strong for my son and to be healthy for him and to be present, where I can run around with him when he starts running, and I can be an available mom. I can be available for my husband. We can go on walks and we can be active as a family. If my motivation is deeper, I think it's something we're going to actually stick to. And so I wanted to propose the thought this morning that if our weight is not wiggling, I really think we should all we're actually getting rid of our scale. We didn't have it for the first year of keto, but it's become a stumbling block to us, and we're so obsessed with this stupid number that's defining our reality. And we talked about this morning, we're just going to get rid of it. And if we ever want to get it again, like when I get pregnant again, we can reintroduce that so that I make sure I'm tracking right. But I think that things that are motivating us, so maybe for you it's not exercising yet, maybe it's making good choices. If you're not making the right food choices and you're struggling with shame and comparison and frustration and a heartache, and you're just like, why can't I get to this? I just want to propose the question, what is your motivation behind those choices? Because if it's to look a certain way or to think that it's going to fulfill something in our heart, I think that we're really off kilter. And I think that we need to go to deeper places in our motivation and in our, questions that we're asking. What are we doing with our time? What are we doing with our energy? What are we doing with our emotions? What are we doing with our choices? And how is that affecting the long-term plan and journey and process? Like these are the things I'm thinking about right now. Like, what is motivating me to make those choices? And how am I going to live that out in the long term? Like, how am I going to walk this out? Is this a lifestyle? Is this something that I am doing for me and doing to connect my heart? And so those are just some things that I was thinking about this morning. And I just wanted to propose that question to you, that what is your motivation? If you're frustrated, if you feel like you want to give up, if you feel like you want to quit, have you looked into the other aspects of ketogenic? Have you looked at the other aspects of the benefits that eating ketogenic can do to prevent Alzheimer's, the benefits it can produce to reduce insulin resistance, the benefits beyond weight? And so I just feel really inspired by that, and I wanted to open up a safe space for us to have a conversation about some of those motivations. So if you feel safe enough to post a comment, whether you feel like you've gotten a breakthrough or whether you feel like you're struggling, as I have been realizing that my motivation is I want to be a certain size or I want to be a certain number in my weight, and that's not going to fulfill me when the rubber meets the road, and that's not going to satisfy me. And so I don't know if that encourages you, but I felt really encouraged this morning that my body is a temple of God, and He's given me this one body that I get to walk out. And I'm going to be 37 in January. Like, I know I look like I'm 12, but I'm coming up close to 40, and I want to be able to run around with my son. And I know many of you are grandmas, many of you are moms with maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, and you're tired. And I get that, and I understand. But what are small little changes that we can make where we can actually walk with purpose and identity? And it's not about the number, and it's not about the scale, and it's not about what we feel like would make us feel loved or feel worthy. I just want to speak to you today, like, you are loved and you are worth fighting for, and you're worthy of change. And I have to hear that myself. Like, I know I get on here and sometimes, I might come across a certain way, but I'm just like you. I'm on the struggle bus. I have to make daily choices, and postpartum hormones have been so different than I anticipated. I didn't really gain a lot of weight during my pregnancy. I gained weight after, and that was so frustrating to me, being like, I'm breastfeeding and you're supposed to like burn more calories, or some women lose weight and XYZ, whatever my thought was. But I want you to know you're valuable today, and I want you to know that you're loved and you're fought for, and your body is worth making these really good decisions. If you have Netflix and you haven't watched The Magic Pill, I want you to go watch that documentary, because it is phenomenal for us to understand what we are capable of beyond weight loss and what ketogenic can do for us. So if you haven't seen that, The Magic Pill, it's so good. I saw it last night, and I lost connection. Oh, there we are. Sorry, I lost connection. Anyways, I'll wrap this up. If you're frustrated that the weight won't, there we go. If you're frustrated that the weight won't wiggle, I just want to encourage you. Maybe you need to look a little bit deeper. Maybe you need to journal and ask yourself some questions. What's motivating you? What's inspiring you? And what are long-lasting effects that you want to make? So those are some things that have been touching me this morning. I'd love to hear from you. If there's anything I can be praying for you about as well, that would be really special to get to partner with you in that. So feel encouraged. If you have a friend that is on the struggle bus or has been talking about, giving up eating this way, please tag them below, share this video with them. I want our Facebook community to be a safe space. I want it to be a space that is free for us to all feel like we can share in the struggle. So know that I'm for you. You're beautiful, you're loved, and you're worthy to treat your body with respect and love and care. Throw your scale away. Pay attention to how your pants fit, and do not focus on the amount of weight you're losing. Focus on the good decisions and the amazing changes that are happening in your body. And I know that we can all do this together. So I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon.